Alright, what's going on, traders? Welcome back to another video. Today we'll be going over my $1,200 week, and these are going to be the top stocks from each day. The stocks that had the most P&L for each day of the week. So yeah, let's just jump into it. But make sure to stay until the end of the video. I'll be leaving my Discord down below, and I'll also be showing you something that is very private to my trading. So yeah, make sure to stay to the end because I'm gonna be showing something crazy. Um, so now Monday, my top stock on Monday was Tesla, and now I made a $157 profit and 60 cents, and I had an entry of 112.79. So now I took a position on Tesla on Monday at 112.79 because if you take a look on the yearly chart, we can clearly see that Monday we were in an area of support. So you can see every time Tesla reached into this area right here, it got bought up and came for a push to the upside. So now this was happening the same. We had bounced, hit a double bottom, and we're getting bought up and pre-market. So now what I was doing was anticipating for a move up and a push up and over this resistance and possibly get a move to um at least like 10-20 points at least to this support level right here that would possibly act as a resistance. So I was looking for a trade on Tesla, noticed that it was making higher lows. So that was very bullish. We had a resistance over here. We had some resistance. Um, Now I took my position on this green line, and it's 712.79. I had my stop about $5, and I end up taking my first partial at 717.56. 717.56. So now I took a pretty early partial. Reason being, well, we had a green candle pushing up. Um, then we opened up with another green candle, but started pushing down to the very aggressively. So I took my 101. I sold it for $100 profit. I think I was up about 150 around here. Sold for $100 around here, and then I let my 1/4 shares ride. So I had about 5 shares riding at this point, and I exited at the 7:30 rejection. No, at the 7:30 breakdown. All right, so what happened here was we tried pushing up and over. We got a 732 resistance, pulled back, found a higher support. Came up, had some wicky candles to the upside, and I was noticing this. It was wedging to the upside, and I was looking for a push, a pretty aggressive push to the upside, but we end up breaking down, and I sold out on this candle that broke the support. So I sold all my position at this breakdown candle of this for like I said, $157.60 profit. So yep, that was Tesla on Monday. So now if we go to my next trade, which was on Tuesday, it was Amazon. Now Amazon, I usually don't trade in the afternoon, but this was kind of special. So, and you'll see exactly why. Um Monday, Tuesday. So, okay. Now we can clearly see Amazon had some support, had some resistance right here pre-market, and was just trading choppy the whole entire day. It came up, couldn't hold. Then it came back down, and it just wasn't holding to the upside. Excuse me, that was my little brother, but um, just kept wedging to the downside. It ended up finding a lower support here, so this was the original crack. So as you can see, it was just wedging, crack, found a lower support, came up, and then came back down. So now what I was looking at here was the break of the support. Now something was going on with the SPY, and the SPY was crashing. So the SPY was having a huge drop to the downside, and I in all honesty, I don't know why. I don't know why it was dropping. Um, but it was but I was looking for getting to get into the action. I wanted to get into the action, and so I was looking for a stock that would help me do exactly that. So as we can see, SPY was wedging up all day, found a support, cracked down. This is where this found a support and cracked down. I noticed Amazon was following um, SPY, and it usually does. So once it, let's see if we can get the 5 minute one. Yeah, all right. So this would be even better. What? Monday, Tuesday. Excuse me for that, but as you can see, we were finding another support on SPY here, and funny enough, this when SPY, I mean, when SPY was bottoming out and Amazon was bottoming out and finding a lower support, it was at the previous support level. So this was right under, and this was at a whole number at 2320, which I end up taking my position here. So I'm looking for a short. I'm looking for a flush on SPY as well. And so I get in at 2320 with my stop loss at 5 points. Um, Looking back at this hindsight, this was extremely, extremely wide. Now it could have been 4 points. I think this would have made more sense because this was a more of a support level, um, more of a resistance level because we were shorting. But we got our initial flush to the downside, as you can see. So I took my position here. Um, it got bought up, but made a lower high. It opened with a green candle. Tried pushing down again. Another lower high. Had no real reason to sell this. So then we end up getting our flush down, and I took my partial at 2312. So I took my partial at 2312 at closing candle when this had pulled back almost 2 points on me. So sold at 2312. Got a green candle. Found the support at 2310. I was looking for the breakdown at 2320. It didn't. It bounced and it came back up, and I ended up selling the rest of my shares at roughly 2312 as well. So I got out of that trade for about a $128 profit. So I was risking about $100, and I usually do on each trade. And I came out for a 1.3 R, risking 5 points, made roughly um 6 to 8 points on this trade, 7 to 8 points on this trade. Not I don't know the exact numbers, but came out with a $130 pretty much win on that. So now we can take a look at Melly. Now Melly was my trade of the day on Wednesday. So now if we take a look at Melly um on Wednesday had a gap up and was finding was testing its previous resistance level, and I was looking for a continuation of this move, possibly a move to all-time highs. But this was this day that I took it. Um, when it broke over all-time highs, it was a day after, 2 days after. But I was looking for this initial rush in the stock. I knew people were gonna watch it to the long side. Um, and also they were most likely expecting what I was expecting in this move. So I put myself in the great position to do so. Um, as you can see, Melly gapped up. This is when it gapped up. Found a higher support. Found some resistance here. So now I was looking to take a position. Once I noticed this, finding a higher support here, started holding above relatively strongly. Um, so I took a position at 748.17. So I took my position on the green candle, had my stop loss about 10 points. I took my initial partial at 766. So 766 was my first partial on this trade. Alright, so I can kind of tell why I took my partial. Well, we were finding a higher support level. It was looking good. It had some resistance here, and then it cracked down. So it cracked and then end up getting bought up. But I sold my position for roughly a 17-point win right here. And then I let the rest of my shares ride. I was looking for this to um, I was looking for this resistance to act as a new support, so I give it the benefit of the doubt and let it come back on me. So I already took my partial. I was pretty comfortable in this trade. I was up more than 212, and I was looking for this to have a continuation of the move. And yeah, it was extended, but when you're trading Momo, you really don't know what could happen. And I was just putting myself in the best circumstances to be able to ride this as much more. Um, So as you can see, it ended up cracking down of this support level. So I gave away my 8 points profit on the rest of my shares riding, and it came down. Ended up taking some of my profits, and I end up selling for a $178 win and 29 cents. Um, was up almost 210. It's fine. I was just looking for this to have a continuation, giving it the benefit of the doubt, letting Momo ride. No big deal. And I think this was a fantastic trade. I managed this well, rode the momentum. When it cracked momentum and had a shift in the stock, I sold without any hesitation, and great trade. Great trade on Melly. Um, Now Thursday, my stock of the day was Twillo, so TWLO. Um, Now TWLO, as you can see, clearly had a gap up above resistance, so it had a lot of eyes, and this is pretty textbook plays. When you're gapping up above resistance, this is hugely bullish. Why? Because in areas like these where there's a lot of resistance, as you can clearly see, these are areas where short sellers tend to come in, or people tend to take their profits. So that could be two ways. Either short sellers step in at these key areas of resistance, and also people that are buying at support levels are also taking their profits here, which causes like quick sells in the stock, quick sell, and we gapped up above that. So um, not much selling pressure, as you can see, not much selling pressure. So I started putting my lines on the stock. Blue line is all-time highs. It's previous all-time high, if I'm not mistaken, and as you can see, it's acting as a support level. I put some resistance levels, pre-market, and I took my position on this green line. Now, what I was seeing, it didn't look as ugly as this. It looked like this, like that. So it had a resistance, support level, and it was about to crack this 156, and I wanted to get in with a stop loss of $2. As you can see, it kind of like, so I get in at this 156. It comes back, closes relatively low. No big deal. Had my stop loss $2. Gave this the cushion that if it wanted to move, fine. I don't care, but I know the potential of the stock. We squeezed out all the short sellers and everything. No selling pressure. And I put myself in a great position to hold the stock. So as you can see, it pulls back, finds a higher support at this 155. So now this is technically my mental stop at this point. And Twillo, I made a $197 profit in 80 cents, so almost 2 to 1. My partial was 159.40, so I took it 159.40. Boom, boom, boom. So um, what happened here? Um, this is when it created its first rejection, its first real rejection. Had a $160 level, as you can see, got rejected. started pulling back. It kind of pulled back drastically as well. Because if I sold at 159.40s, it pulled back almost 60 cents. I just decided to take my partial. Um, Give it the benefit of the doubt that it's above its morning resistance, and that it's gonna have to pull back. It's gonna have people that are gonna sell some shares. It's gonna have people that are gonna try to buy on dips. And so I took my partial. No big deal. I could have squeezed another $1.60 out of it. That's fine. I didn't, so this is after the fact. But I just rode my shares, and I exited at 165. So I sold at 165. I actually got shaken out of this. Um, Noticed that it was just riding momentum, riding momentum. I saw sellers step in. I sold at 165 on the breakdown of 165. Once it cracked under this whole number, really no reason to sell. In all honesty, no reason to sell there. Missed out on four more points, but nevertheless, I'm super happy that I was able to ride it. The very little shares that I had, um, gave me a lot and almost made me 2 to 1. So sold pretty soon, but overall I rode the momentum as much as I can, and I missed out on the squeeze up. No big deal. That's fine. Um, Once again, out $197. So Friday, boom, 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 Friday. So, oh, I put Friday as the ticker. Oh my god, what a troll. Um, so Friday, as we can see, excuse my ugly 180 day, but we had some support here. Pretty big support range in Roku, as you can see. So pretty big range. Was creating a higher low. Um, and now it was bouncing off of the support, and it was creating a higher low on market open. So I put my levels, I put my resistance levels, and I noticed that it was kind of doing something funny. As you can see, it's kind of creating resistance, pulling back, wedging to the downside, and then breaking out. So this is what it kind of did here. It pushed up, created resistance, started wedging to the downside, and guess what it did? It broke out. So this isn't any secrets. This is just big money are are taking profits at certain levels and causing this to move in a very systematic way. That's pretty much it. So I took my position at 129.50, um, anticipating the break and able to hold above this resistance. We were able to hold above the resistance, $1 stop, and now I took my first partial at 129.45. Wait, what? No, that was my entry. I have 130.59. So I took a partial on 130.59. As you can clearly see, it came up, had a huge rejection, huge selling volume, huge rejection. Sold at 159, a little more than $1. So I sold for almost a little more than a $200 profit. Now it came, found a support, had a continuation of the move, and I end up selling out of my trade at 132.70. So 132.70, boom. End up selling my rest of the shares once this created like a support level, and it was looking very bullish. It looked like it was about to spike up. It screwed everyone over who took this here, and now was struggling to stay up. Had another higher low, and then cracked. I sold out for a $241 profit and 65 cents. Um, and yeah, so the very little shares that I had made me an extra $40 on my money. Um, rode the momentum great, managed my trade great, and yep. Um, so these were the 5 trades, my top 5 trades of the week. I'm capping over the trade. I'm capping the week a little more than $1,200 profit, and this is exactly how I did it. I've just showed you my entries, exits, partials, and I really hope you guys found this helpful. I've took time to make this video, and um, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you guys enjoyed this and you want to see more of this, um, more stuff like this, um, leave it down below. Leave a comment down below that you enjoy this and you want to see more, and I'll be more than happy to make more. So now, like what I was saying before, I have a free Discord community. Um, it's a community of like-minded individuals that I'm trying to grow. So we like to talk about stocks. We like to talk about trade ideas, and we like to help each other. So if that interests you in any way, I'll be leaving the link down below. And also, the secret that I told you guys, not the secret, but the little gift that I want to show you guys is I want to show you guys my journal. Um, no one's gonna be as transparent as me. I feel like YouTube's full of a lot of fakes, gurus, and stuff like this and that, right? But no one's gonna show you their journal. So this is my journal. This is everything. This is all my trades. These are my profits. These are my losses. As you can see, I lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades this week. I won 22 trades, so I had a 80% win rate this week. And if I just scroll left, you're gonna see some of my notes on it, some of my notes on my trades. So this shows you this is real money. I have it everything journaled. I have my win rate. My win rate's 80%. And yeah, I don't know what more to say, but I really hope you guys found this helpful. Smash the like button, the comment button, and I really hope to see you in my Discord. So yeah, until next time.